So did you enjoy the show this evening?
Yes, I had a great time.
What did you think of those performers tonight?
I've worked with many performers here at the Strand Theater, and A.J. Smith, Dave Petitjean, and Murray Conque are the nicest and most professional I've ever worked with.
Well, who'd you come to the show with this evening?
I came with my mom and a couple of my uncles and aunts.
Well, did they enjoy the show too?
I believe they really enjoyed the show.
It's the kind of show that everybody in the family can enjoy, huh?
Definitely.
Would you like to see us bring these folks back to the Strand Theater again?
I would love for them to come back to the Strand. It was very funny.
Well, did you enjoy the show tonight?
I sure did. It was very, very enjoyable.
Who'd you come with this evening?
My wife and friends.
Is this the kind of show that you could bring the whole family to?
It is. It's very enjoyable, and it makes you proud to be a Cajun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Strand Theater for our 3 Cajuns, 1 night, and unlimited laughs. We appreciate your being with us tonight. We know that you're going to have a wonderful time. Our first entertainer tonight is Murray Conque. He's been entertaining for 15 years all over the United States. He's a member of the Professional Speakers Bureau. He's been named the King of the Cajun Joke Tellers at the International Cajun Joke Telling Contest in Opelousas. Now bring on Murray Conque.
My name is Murray Conque. I'm from Conque, Louisiana. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, Conque is a little Cajun town deep in the heart of Cajun country in southwest Louisiana. It's not a big town. In fact, our phone book, we got 1 yellow page. Our biggest industry over there, we got us a 400-pound Avon lady. We got some good news last week. We're going to get our very first traffic light in Conque, Louisiana. Man, everybody's all excited. We got all the colors picked out already and everything. Last week we had to close the library for half a day. Somebody checked the book out. Then when they brought it back, they wasn't even through coloring. I have a surprise for y'all tonight. I hope y'all don't mind, but I brought along some slide pictures of me and my Cajun family and friends, and I put together this slideshow presentation I'd like to share with you tonight. So, if you would lower the lights, please. Thank you for lowering the lights. Here's a picture of my daddy. My daddy was a workaholic. Every time there was work to do, he'd go get drunk. Here's a slide picture of my mama. There's not much I can say about my mama. You see, when I was young, she never would breastfeed me. She said she just liked me like a friend. Here's a slide picture of my grandparents. My grandparents, wonderful people, just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. That's nice, huh? 50 years of marriage. And that morning, my grandma woke up my grandpa, and she said, "Pop, today's our 50th wedding anniversary." She said, "What you say I go and kill a chicken and make a big gumbo?" Pop said, "Why you want to blame a chicken for something that happened 50 years ago?" Here's a picture of me as a kid playing hopscotch. That's real Scotch, that. Here I am as a kid playing cops and robbers. That's real cops, that's right. Here's a slide picture of my daughter, Sarah. She's 6 years old. She's smart as a whip, man. And last week, my first cousin, Papa Melanson, was at my house. And I told her, I said, Sarah, show Mr. Melanson what you can do. Man, she stood up proud like that. She went 20, 19, 18, 17, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Papa said, yo. Sarah, where you learn that, in school? She said, no, from the microwave. She's smart as a whip, man. Last week I brought her with me to the post office. We went in there and she said, Daddy, what's all those pictures on the wall? I said, Sarah, that's the FBI's 10 most wanted men. I said, they did some very bad things. And if ever the FBI catches them, they're going to put them in jail for a long time. She said, Daddy, how come they didn't just keep them when they took their picture? Smart as a whip, man. Here's a picture of my wife, Angel. I call her Angel. She's always up in the air harping on something. No, I like Angel a lot. And me and Angel been married for 42 years. 21 each. "17 happily. Yeah, it was about 4 years ago we had our first fight. Oh, she got mad, I got mad, she got mad, I got mad. Finally she just said, Murray, I was a fool when I married you. I said, I suppose so, but I was so in love I didn't even notice that. You know, it wasn't too many years ago that Angel turned 40 years old. Oh, I told her, I said, Angel, I'm going to trade you in for 2 20s. She said, Murray, I've been married to you for 21 years. You ain't wired for 2 20s. Here's a picture of me just 2 weeks ago. How do you think I look? Oh, I know I'm overweight, okay? I took a shoe shine this afternoon. I had to take the man's word for it. But I'm doing something about it. I just went on a 7-day diet. I lost a week. Then I went on a prune juice diet. Yeah. You drink prune juice in the morning for breakfast. You drink prune juice at noon for dinner. And you drink prune juice at night for supper. I didn't lose no weight, but my wife always knew where to find me. Yeah, I'm getting real health conscious there, watching myself. Angels kind of been after me. And I went to get a checkup just 2 weeks ago, and everybody ought to take a checkup once in a while. It's not bad. I don't mind the doctor. That was nothing. It's that nurse I don't like. Oh, she's sassy, man. I went in there, she put me in an examining room, and she says, Murray, take off all your clothes. I hate that. A fat man looks funny naked, you know? It's not pretty, no. So I just sat there on that cold table, naked. And the nurse came back in. She said, the doctor will be with you shortly. I knew she was lying. "10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes went by. I got up to get me a drink of water. I took the paper with me. That sounds familiar to some of y'all? You'd be surprised what you can pick up when you just have to, you know? The doctor came in, he checked me out. He said, Murray, put your clothes back on and meet me in the office. And he left. I reached over to pick up my drawers. And I backed up into the doorknob. It was cold. It paralyzed every muscle in my body. It had a key in it. And then I heard that nurse walking down the hall. I said, don't turn the knob! It's that nurse I don't like. Here's a slide picture of me and my first cousin, Papa Melanson, back when we were in high school. Look how slim and trim I was. And that was before I caught the furniture disease. The furniture disease. That's when your chest falls in your drawers. Look at Popeye, how he's smiling him. That was the good days back in high school, and this picture, I'm gonna tell you why he's smiling. That's the day that Popeye had a date with the prettiest girl at Carrollton High School. Cheerleader and everything. He borrowed his daddy's pickup truck, and that afternoon he cleaned that truck real good, got in the truck, and he went to the drugstore. He went in there, and the druggist said, "Can I help you?" He says, "Yes, sir." He said, "I would like a 1-pound bag of candy, like that. And I want a 2-pound bag of candy, like that. And I want a 5-pound bag of candy, like that." That druggist said, "Okay." He said, "Son, you mind if I ask you why you want it like that?" Oh, he said, "No, sir." He says, "I have a date tonight, cheerleader and everything. And if she lets me hold her hand, I'm going to give her that 1-pound bag of candy." Now, if she lets me kiss her a little bit, I'm going to give her that 2-pound bag of candy. Now, if she's real nice to me, you know, like if I hit a home run or something, he said, "I'm going to give her that 5-pound bag of candy." That druggist said, "That's a good idea." He said, "I want to wish you the best of luck." He said, "Thank you, sir." He went back home and took his bath. He put his suit on, his tie, and he went to pick up his date. She opened the door and she says, "Popeye, come on in. I want you to meet my mom and dad." So, boy, he goes in the kitchen and they're sitting at the table playing Monopoly. Papa said, "I love to play Monopoly. I love that game. Can I play with y'all?" Well, they said, "Sure, Papa. Sit down and join us." Now, I don't have to tell y'all. That Monopoly, that's a long game. Right? First thing you know, it's midnight. Papa said, "Wait a minute. It's 12 o'clock. I got to be home for 12 o'clock. I got to go." So he leaves and he's walking to his pickup truck, and his date follows him. She said, "Well, Papa, I wish you would have told me that you were so fond of the game of Monopoly." Papa says, "Well, I wish you would have told me that your daddy was a druggist." I'm going to tell you, Papa was something else. That's a picture of him right there. Popeye's girlfriend had the biggest belly button at Carrollton High School. Oh, yeah. I wish y'all could have seen that. We used to make her carry the flagpole for all the parades. Drinking again. That's all he thinks about is drinking. I went to meet him last week. Went riding. Oh, he had to stop and get a drink. We stopped at this barroom. We walked in that barroom, and all they had in the place, besides me and Popeye, was 2 men sitting at the end of the bar. That's all they had, was 2 men. And after a while, one turns to the other one. He said, "Where are you from?" The other one says, I'm from Conque, Louisiana. The other said, me too. He said, me too, I'm from Conque. He said, let's drink a beer on that. They drank him a beer. After a while, one turns to the other one. He says, what school you went to? So he said, I graduated from Conque High School, 1968. The other said, me too. He said, me too, I went to Conque High School. Graduated in 1968. Let's drink a beer on that. They drank him a beer, and after a while, one turns to the other one. He said, what street you was raised on? Oh, he said, I was born and raised right there on Church Street. The other said, me too. He said, me too, I was raised on Church Street. He said, let's have a beer on that. I turned around to Papa, I said, what the heck's going on? Oh, he said, that's the Boudreaux twins. They're drunk again. He said, no, pay them no mind. I can tell you some stories about Papa. He's married now, got 6 kids, and the picture of his wife right there. You got him a nice little farm, still lives in Conque, doing well. In fact, the census taker was going through Conque about a month ago. He stopped by Papa's house, knocked on the door, and Papa's wife answered the door. He said, ma'am, I'm with the United States Census. I'm here to ask you a few questions. He said, do you have any kids? She said, oh, yeah. She says, let's see. There was the first set of twins. That was Will and Bill. Then there was the second set of twins. That was Thelma and Velma. Then she said, well, then there was the third set of twins. That's Lester and Chester. That census taker said, sure. He said, every time twins? She said, oh, no, a bunch of times nothing. Well, Papa was telling me, though, that life on his farm is rough sometimes, you know. A little while back, he was having a big problem with one of his cows. Was straining, giving birth to a calf. And man, he had a problem. He needed some help. He was by himself. He didn't know what to do. He just ran to the road, and he stopped the first car he saw. And it was a city slicker from Shreveport. He said, look, sir, I don't have time to explain. I got some problems with my cow. I need your help. Come on. He said, okay. Man, they ran to the barn, went in there, and there was that cow, ready to give birth, and that calf was coming out breech. And all you saw was 2 feet. He told that city slicker, he said, grab them 2 feet, I'm going to hold the head and just pull. Man, he pulled, and whew, slipped out. Papa said, sir, I want to thank you very much. I could have lost my cat. I could have lost my cow. I could have lost both of them. I want to thank you for helping me. That city slicker said, well, I just want to ask you one question. Papa said, what's that? He said, how fast was that little one going when he hit the big one? You know, I feel very, very fortunate because I get the opportunity to travel all across this great country, sharing Cajun stories at banquets and conventions and making people laugh. And I feel very fortunate for two reasons. Number one, I'm proud to be a Cajun. You bet. Thank you. And number two, I love to make people laugh. You see, laughter is good for you. Laughter is good medicine. Laughter is free. And that's a prescription that you can fill as often as you want to. We need to laugh more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that it's a proven scientific medical fact that if you don't laugh, if you hold it inside and you don't let it out, it turns to gas. So laugh, man, let it out. Seriously, I always... Ma'am, you better do something about that cough. I had an uncle that died from a cough just like that. Of course, he was in another man's closet when it happened, but... I always end my show, or end my talk, by leaving a gift with the audience. And you've been such a wonderful audience tonight, I'd like to leave a gift with you. I call it my Cajun recipe for happiness. It's a very simple recipe. In fact, there are only 2 ingredients. The first ingredient is only 3 words. And those 3 words are, I love you. The biggest mistake we make is that we fail to show the attention we should to the people we care the most about until it's too late. And if you watch TV and read the newspaper, you see and hear about all the tragedies in this world. It scares me to think how quickly and how unreasonably we can lose a precious one. Hug your child today, hug your grandchild today, hug your spouse today, and tell them, I love you. The second ingredient to my Cajun recipe for happiness is only 2 words. And those 2 words are, I'm sorry. If you say something you wish you hadn't said, don't try to talk your way out of it. Don't try to make excuses for it. Just say a simple, sincere, I'm sorry. If you do something you wish you hadn't done, just say, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, if you say I love you often, and if you say I'm sorry often, I guarantee you that it's a straight road to happiness. There is not a day that goes by, not one single day, that my wife doesn't tell me, Murray, I'm sorry, I love you. My name is Murray Conque. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much, and good night. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Our next entertainer tonight is A.J. Smith. He hails from Southwest Louisiana. He has a special brand of humor that I guess you could only describe as high energy. He has taken his humor all over the United States, into the Caribbean, on cruises, at banquets. He's entertained literally thousands and thousands of people. And the essence of his performance is, let's laugh at it. I guarantee you, you will. Let's bring on A.J. Smith.
Thank you very much. I sure appreciate that. I was so glad to come into your town. It made me feel so good because the first thing I saw was a big sign right in front of the grocery store. It said, Rogaine, Gold Bond medicated powder, and Nicorette gum. For bald-headed men itching to stop smoking. And you know, that sign reminded me of my uncle, Not Funky Lords. Some of y'all know Funky Lord, huh? Oh yeah, used to bring me everywhere. Love Funky Lord. In fact, one time Funky Lord and his son Lovelace, my cousin, took me on a train ride. Went to Chicago, Illinois. We got on the Sunset Limited in Lafayette, Louisiana. And on that train, they had 3 Texas Aggies riding. Oh, we got some Texas Aggies there? Oh, me. We got on that train, and each of them Texas Aggies had their ticket in the hand, ready to go. Funky Lord, Lovelace, and me, we had 1 ticket between the 3 of us. The Aggies looked and said, man, you better get some more tickets. They're going to throw you off the train. And Funky Lord said, don't worry, I got a plan. Well, sure enough, the conductor was coming, picking up tickets. Me, Funky Lord, and Lovelace jumped in the bathroom. Took each a ticket from them 3 Texas Aggies, went over to the bathroom door, knocked on it. Ticket, please. And Funky Lord slid that ticket under the door. He said, thank you, and went about his business. On the way back, them Aggies were so impressed, they was laughing and cutting up. They showed us, look, we got us 1 ticket. Funky Lord said, I ain't got none. He said, you better get some. They're going to ask you that. He said, I got a problem. He said, I got it all figured out. Well, sure enough, the conductor was coming. Me, Funky Lord, and Lovelace jumped inside one bathroom. Them 3 Texas Aggies jumped inside the other bathroom. As soon as they closed the door, Funky Lord come out the bathroom, run over to the Aggies' bathroom, knocked on the door. Said, ticket, please. Funky Lord, boy. He gets around him. He likes hanging like me. I like staying out late, cutting up, having a good time. He does too. He was in this little ballroom one night. Told the bartender, he said, bartender, he said, a round of drinks for everybody. And he said, you get you one too. And the place was packed like that. And the bartender, man, he's making drinks for everybody, got his own, and he's drinking it. And finally, Funky Lord said, bartender, he said, another round of drinks for everybody. And you get you another one too. He said, well, thank you, Funky Lord. And boy, he's getting them drinks made and fixing everybody up. And finally get to finish his drink. And he comes to Funky Lord, he said, Funky Lord, he said, you want to pay the bill? It's $62.50. Funky Lord said, man, I ain't got no money. He said, well, you don't have no money. He said, how come you order all them drinks for them people like that you ain't got no money? Oh, he said, I just like to see everybody have a good time. But this bartender said, man, you couillon, you crazy. He reached back, oh, boy, knocked Funky Lord on the floor. Man, after a while, Funky Lord sit up, look around, shake his head. He stand up at the bar, he said, bartender. He said, another round of drinks for everybody. But he said, you, no more for you. You too mean when you drink. Oh, I threw him out. Boy, and Funky Lord was staggering home like that. And his wife, Poor thing put up with him night after night like that, coming home drunk. Decided she'd had enough of that humbug. So what she did, she was going to surprise him. She put on this costume from Mardi Gras, dressed like a devil. Hid in them bushes, just waiting for him to pass, boy. And here come Funky Lord, boy, just happy as can be going home. And she jumped out them bushes, going, yeah, like that. He goes, man, who are you? She said, I'm the devil. Huh. He said, well, you're in the right place, because I'm married to your sister. Well, that wasn't pretty, no. She started in on him in the front yard. Yeah, I can't believe you treat me like that. You go out every night, you have a good time, you never bring me nowhere, you always leave me home. He said, come see, I'm gonna bring you somewhere. Brought her in the kitchen. Put down a fifth of whiskey in a shot glass, filled that shot glass with whiskey, give it to her. He said, drink that. She said, what? He said, you drink that whole thing, all in one drink, just drink the whole thing. Well, his wife took that glass, tilted her head, tilted the glass, he got about halfway down and shoot, come back up again. Cough, spit, sputter. She fell on the floor. He said, you see, and every night you think I'm having a good time. She come off the floor madder than a wet hen. I can't believe you treat me that way. You can't treat me like that. You come home drunk, you do me that kind of stuff, and he blew up. He said, let me tell you something, woman. I'm the man in this house. I make the rules in this house. I've got to have my space. That's right. I need my space. In fact, I need more space. So she locked him out of the house. You got all the space you want out there, big boy. Man, after a couple of weeks, Funky Lord didn't come home. She got worried. She got the neighbor woman, Marie, to go with her at the police station, report him missing. The police said, can you give us a description of that? She said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Funky Lord, him, he's about 6'4", got blonde hair, blue eyes. Now he's built like one of them chip and dip dancers, you know what I mean? And the police went in the back to check the files, you know? Well, while he was in the back, Marie said, who you talking about? Like, Funky Lord, he's short, he's fat, he's bald-headed. She said, shut up, girl. You want that man to hear you? She said, they got one back there like I'm talking about. I don't want Funky Lord back. Man, after a few more weeks, Funky Lord decided to come home. Just like a man, huh? He decided he better bring something home, a little present or something. Huh? Well, he went at this auction, and they had on the auction the first thing, a parrot. Oh, beautiful bird. Got 6 to half a dozen colors on this thing. Raised someplace exotic, like Cow Island or something like that. And they started the bidding for $400. And sure enough, Funky Lord jumped on that. Yeah, right here, it said $400. And somebody raised to $500. He said for $600. And somebody raised to $700. He said for $800. Well, somebody raised to $900. He said for $1,000 I'll buy that bird. And the auctioneer got excited, slammed the hammer down, said sold to that man, $1,000. Oh, and Funky Lord was excited, paying him like that. He said, my friend, I got so caught up in the bidding, I forgot to find out, can the parrot talk? He said, oh yeah, who you think was bidding against you? And as soon as he got that bird home, his wife picked up right where she left off. I can't believe you come dragging home after you scare me half to death. You've been rotating the roads, and all you got to bring home is that nasty parrot. You bring that in my house. That thing is filthy, gonna make a mess, you're gonna leave it, I got to keep it. He said, woman, let me tell you something. But he said, I'll make the rules in this house. I'll run everything in this house. He said, what I say goes in this house. She didn't like that. He said, I didn't see her for 3 days. See, then on the 3rd day, he said the swelling kind of went down. I could see her a little bit. Well, now he run the dishwasher, the washing machine. And he didn't know what to do because she was always nagging him about taking her out. His best friend said, look, here's what you got to do. He said, you bring that woman out night after night. Take her to the show, take her out to eat, bring her out drinking, dancing, having a good time night after night for 30 days in a row. For 30 days in a row. That woman's going to be so miserable after the 30th day, she's going to be begging to stay home. He said, sound good. He did it. 25 days later, his friend seen him at the dance, but that was Funky Lord sitting in a wheelchair. Got him a little blanket on his lap. He said, Funky Lord, that's you? He said, yes. He said, how's it going? He said, fine, thank you. He said, how's the wife? And by the time she went dancing by, he said, look at that. She had no idea how miserable she's going to be in 5 days. And I got to tell you all the truth, all that exertion killed him. That did, between that and all that drinking, did my Uncle Ian. Died with that multiple sclerosis. On his deathbed, you know. He was laying there was gumbo cooking in the kitchen, and he could smell. Oh, and he called his son Loveless over. He said, son, he said, before I go, if I could just have a little taste of that gumbo. He said, well, it sure make me feel a lot better. So Loveless took off for the kitchen. After a while, he come back. He said, Daddy, Mama said you can't have that gumbo. That's for the people coming to your wake tomorrow. He said, boy, go ask your mama come see a minute. And his wife come in, he said, Shy. He said, you know, when I was a young man, he said, nobody would have nothing to do with me. He said, but I met you, and we started dating, getting along, and before too long, I asked if you'd marry me, and you agreed. And she said, yeah, that's right. He said, we went on our honeymoon, and the first time we got in that bad accident, I broke my head. You was right there beside me, huh? She said, yeah. He said, the next thing we went into family business, and within 3 months, I have to declare bankruptcy. And you was right there with me, huh? She said, yeah, that's right. Said that first son was born, and poor thing had polio, huh? You was right there for him. Yeah, she said, that's right. Next thing you know, the boy turned bad, have to go to the penitentiary, and you was right there to help him, man. She said, yeah, that's right. He said, now I'm here like this. He said, you there, huh? She said, Funky Lord, in your own special way, you're trying to tell me you love me? He said, no, woman, I'm trying to tell you ever since I know you've been nothing but bad luck to me. Oh, and when Funky Lord died, his son Loveless, boy, took it to heart. He showed up at the funeral home drunk. Oh, drunk as a skunk. I met him in the parking lot. Brought him inside. He was just crying his eyes out. Oh, Smith, he said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I miss Daddy already. I depend on him so much. I said, come with me. I said, I brought him inside like that. Brought him in the front. He knelt down, made some prayer. Got up. He went to leave. I went to meet him again in the parking lot. He's just crying. Oh. He said, Smith, Daddy looks so pretty, huh? He said, they put him in the big white teeth. I said, Loveless, you were kneeling in front of the piano, man. My best two buddies, Baron Thibodeau, was standing looking in the coffin like this. Everybody said, God, leave the poor man look terrible, huh? He said, sure it look terrible. He haven't had a drink in 3 days. They decided they was going to bring him out for one last drink, you know. Pry him out of the box, brought him over to Shorty's barn grill, propped him up in the corner like that, got some beer. Well, after a while, they got to go to the bathroom. And they leave, and Shorty, he's making the round. He's wiped the table, picking up all the bottles and stuff, and he passed by Funky Lord. He said, my friend, I can get you another beer? And Funky Lord don't say nothing. Because he's dead. He said, my friend, I can get you another beer, and Funky Lord still don't say something. So the bartender reached over and tapped him on. He said, my friend, and by the time Funky Lord fell out of the chair, well, Bear's coming out of the bathroom, saw what was going on. He said, hey, he said, what you did? Looked like you killed my friend. Shorty jumped back, he said, I got to kill him, he pulled a knife on me. And when Funky Lord died, he wanted to be cremated. I know. That man drank so much, when we lit him, he burned for 3 days. A pretty blue flame about how I like it. We cooked the pig. And they had all them nephews and nieces was there. And they put them Sony Walkman. You all know what's that? They got them headphones. And they could hear, you know, but you can't hear nothing. But they could hear. They was dancing. And everybody was looking at that, and they didn't care. They was doing that. The dogs was even looking at that. Finally, one dog turned to the other dog and said, you know something, if we act like that, they'd worm us. How much you call a migratory Cajun worker? I like to travel from festival to festival picking aluminum cans. Actually, I get to travel a good bit. In traveling, I get to see a whole lot, too. They got a place in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They got an oil reserve run under there. The richest oil reserve in Louisiana. Made dirt floor farmers millionaires overnight. So much money, they don't know what to do with that. And old Thibodeau was farming, and he's not too big a spender, and all he wanted was something he could ride up and down and check his fence line with. So he got him a little red moped, and he'd ride that moped up and down. And check that fence line. His neighbor Boudreaux man wanted the fastest red sports car money could buy. Got that thing, tore the roads up all over the place, fast as he could drive. And one day, old Boud passed by there, stopped, threw open the door, said, Boud, he said, what you think about that car I got, huh? I ain't there looking there. Nice, pretty fine looking car you got. He said, tell me something, it's fast? He said, it's fast. Well, with that, he slammed the door and hit the gas. Shoo, took off. shot gravels and smoke all over him like that. He's just laughing. He look in that rearview mirror, and here comes Buddha. Fast him right up. Like he looked down, he's doing 55. He said, oh, but no, man, he put his foot in the gas some more. Fast him up doing 110. Look in the rearview mirror, here comes that moped. Fast him up one more time. Oh, but no, man. Now, man, he's got his foot in the carburetor, kicking it with his knee like that. Shoot the thing 175 miles an hour. Look in the rearview mirror, here comes the moped. Well, when he looked back in the front, they got one of them 90-degree turn like that. Oh, he turned off the key, start downshift, man, put the emergency brake, open the door, he dragged his foot. Anything just slow that car down, you know? Make it around the turn like that, look in the rearview mirror, that way there. Whee! Jumped the ditch, hit the fence, flew about 100 yards, landed in a haystack. Buddha run back, he said, hey, Bear, he said, you all right? Man, he better come. He said, yeah. He said, a lot better since I got my suspenders out your car, dog. I was in New Orleans, went to catch a taxi cab. I told the fella driving the taxi cab I had to get at the airport, would he hurry up? He said, man, last week I picked up a little Oriental man at the hotel. He said, he told me the same thing, get to the airport and hurry up. He said I was going fast as I could. Before too long, his little car went past, shoot, like that. I said, man, what was that? And the little fella in the back, he said, a Honda Prelude. Made in Japan. Very fast. He said, what made me mad? He said, I went fast. Before too long, shoot, another car passed me up. I said, what was that? He said, a Toyota Sabaca. Made in Japan. Very fast. Boy, he said, man, I got mad then. He said, I got to the airport, opened the door. I said, that'd be $300. He said, what? I said, you see that meter? I said, Nakamichi 3000. Made in Japan. Very fast. Been keeping up with Loveless lately. He's got to meet me over in Lake Charles. We went at the casino. I don't know if y'all been at the casino in Lake Charles, the riverboats and stuff like that. You know, the state, it started out with gambling. It's gotten so big now. I think we're going to have a new state motto, huh? Union, justice, confidence, deuces, and one-eyed jacks. It started out just a little video poker, you know. Now they got video parking. I put a quarter in the machine. I lost my Buick. I went back the next week. I got 2 Pinto and a Volkswagen. And when you go at the casino in Lake Charles, you can park on the side of the interstate and get on a bus and ride. That's what we did. We parked in Loveless truck, got on the bus, we rode to the casino. By the time we got there, this fella had come across the interstate hollering, who left that pickup truck back there with that German Shepherd in it, huh? Who does that German Shepherd belong to? My Lovelace said, that's my dog. What's wrong with you? He said, well, my dog just killed your dog. Shoot. He said, well, what kind of dog you got to kill a German Shepherd? He said, I got a Chihuahua. Now, that's a mean-looking dog. He looked like a rat on steroids. Remind me of a fruit bat without wings. That's... He said, how in the world did your Chihuahua kill my German Shepherd? He said, it got stuck in his throat. it's just about Easter time. Y'all remember the little Easter chicks? You used to get at Easter time different colored chickens and stuff like that. So they got Loveless one like that when he was a little boy. And he used to carry that little Easter chicken everywhere he went. And that little chicken never died. I think Lovely was 16 years old. He was still carrying the chicken around with him. And he come at the show one time. He wanted to go and see the movie, and he knew they wouldn't let him bring the chicken inside the movie. So what he done, he stuffed it inside his pants and went inside. Well, when he sat down, he realized that chicken have to breathe, you know. So he unzipped his pants and let him stick his head out. And me and Therese, two old maids, was sitting next to him. And when he hit Therese, she said, Therese, that man has exposed himself to me. He said, he don't pay him no mind. He's just trying to get you to don't pay him no mind. She said, I got to pay him some money. He's eating my popcorn. My friends, what I do is a little bit different. In my heart, I feel the good Lord made each and every one of us who we are and what we are. I believe He gives us each a special gift to get through life with. I believe He gave me a gift to make people laugh, and when I do that, I do His work. If you can find your gift in life, you'll be a much happier person, and that's what this world needs. There's a lot happier people. To be able to laugh at our problems because we've got plenty of them. I hope that I was able to let you forget some of your problems for a while tonight and have a good time. I sure did. My name is A.J. Smith. Thank you a whole lot. That's the guy.
Our final performer tonight is Dave Petitjean. He has entertained people all over the world for the last 30 years with his stories about, the Cajun folks of southwest Louisiana. He says he can write Cajun, he can read Cajun, he can talk Cajun. He's got a Cajun wife and Cajun kids and a Cajun dog named Fido, and you know how it's spelled. Well, one of our favorite sayings here in southwest Louisiana is, let the good times roll. So here to roll some good times is Dave Petitjean.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me in the behind good over there? Push your hand down, please. 'Cause I got to learn y'all some more about the Cajuns. All right, you done had two great guys up here. I'm going to learn you some more. Jennings is a nice town. I like it. But for telling me, I don't think I'm coming back. No. Driving tonight? They got the crazy policeman here. I never saw him. I'm telling you. Let me tell you what happened. He pulled me on us. I put his syringe on full blast. No. Pulled me off to the side. He gave me a ticket. DWEB. I never heard of that in my life. I said, what that mean, DWEB? Oh, I said, that means driving while eating boudin. Yeah. Not only gave me the ticket, he took away my boudin. But I don't want y'all to get the wrong impression here. They just didn't get anybody to come talk on y'all tonight. No, they got me because they wanted to get somebody who had some smarts. That ain't the funny part. No, I don't mind telling y'all, I got some smarts. Went to grammar school, high school, UPI. UPI. That's the University of Puckon Island. Yeah. They got good subjects there, man. They got speed talking, the history of grits. Yeah. Pleasure and profit from worming horses. They got all kind of good stuff there. Of course, they found out a long time before that I had some smarts. What happened? My sister got married, and she hadn't been married too long, and she got stagnant. That happens a lot when you get married. And they brought her to the hospital, and they took some of them ashtray pictures on her, you know, where they put you under that machine, look inside, you see everything. Well, what happened, they found out instead of going to have one kid, she was going to have two. And that bossed everybody up because they didn't have but one name. Yeah. Oh, man, she called me fast like everything. She said, brother, you got to help me. I'm going to have two kids. I ain't got but one name. I said, sister, don't worry yourself. You have the kids, I'm going to put a name on. She goes to the hospital. She must have not been out of the delivery room 2 minutes. She said, brother, quick, tell me what I'm going to name my kids. Well, I said, what you got? Oh, she said, I got a girl and a boy. Girl and a boy, let me thought about that. We're going to name the girl Denise. And we're going to name the boy the nephew. See that? You got to have smart to do this stuff. I didn't find out, but how many Cajuns we got out there? Let's just check it out, just to see. All right, a few others snuck in, but that's all right. Well, you know, every time we go somewhere, they always talk about the mosquitoes, huh? They ever tell you about the mosquitoes we got down here? Well, I want y'all to know something. We ain't got but 2 size mosquitoes down here, and that's all. 2 size. We got the little bitty one. They're so little, they go right through the screen door, huh? Because then we got the big ones that open the screen door. AJ talked about some Texas Aggies. We wouldn't happen to have any Texas Aggies out there by the chance. Yes. You didn't raise your hand, you coward. I just want to welcome you to the United States. I gotta tell Elizabeth about that. You made my day. Thank you very much. But you know, remember the Olympics not long ago? They had the Olympics. Well, they had 3 college boys was over there. One from USL, here in Lafayette, you know, the university there, LSU, and a Texas Aggie. Now, they wanted to get in the stadium, but none of them had no money. Well, of course, the guy from USL's in Lafayette, the one don't know it, the smartest one, the Cajun, he said, I'll show you how we can get in that stadium, just like that. So he took off his shirt, he had his white undershirt on, you know. They had a construction site next door, he grabbed one of them blown pipes, he run in, he said, javelin. They let him in. Yeah, the LSU boy called on. He said, well, I can do that too. He took off his shirt, left it his undershirt. Found a little manhole cover about big like that. He said, discus. Let him in. Well, about that time, the Aggie figured out what's going on. He said, well, I can do that too. So he took off his shirt, went and got a roll of barbed wire. He put it on his shoulder. He said, fencing. Got in, I guess. But you know that Aggies, they hear about us Cajuns and they think we ain't got no smarts. You know, like I told you earlier, I got some smarts. And what happened in Beaumont, Texas, there were a bunch of Aggies making some counterfeit bills. They had them a little ring going, you know. Man, they were doing good, but they had a big party, and the guy that was engraving the thing got drunk. Yeah, and he messed up. Instead of $10 bills, it come out $12 bills. Yeah. And they didn't find it out till they run a batch off. Man, they said, what are we going to do with them $12 bills? Oh, the others said, we ain't got nothing to worry about. I said, we're going to go to South Louisiana, pass it on them Cajuns, they ain't never going to know the difference. So they had a whole suitcase. We put in their suitcase. They go outside, they had a big Lincoln Confidential call. You know? Oh, pretty black thing, man. They put it in the suitcase in the trunk of the car. They take off. They come to Estonwood, Louisiana. Little bitty store there, you know. Walk in, and one of them said, I'm going to show you how we're going to pass the bill on them kids. He said, mister, give me 5 pounds of your rice there. So he got the 5 pounds of the rice. He said, look, the smallest bill I got's a $12 bill. You can cash that? Oh, that kid, he said, sure, my friend. I can cash you $12 bill. He said, how you want your change? 3 4s, 4 3s, or 2 6s? fix him up. Get him, Tex. I love to travel, and I like to drive when I get a chance, you know, and go all over the place. And everybody, you know, you see in the paper, they downsize and stuff to save money. Even the advertising, they save money. And I saw a sign, maybe y'all can help me out. On the side of the road, they had a restaurant. And they put a little bitty sign instead of a big one. And the sign said, "Eat here and get gas." I ain't figured that out yet. You know, the mayor's doing a good job of introducing everybody tonight, huh? I got to tell y'all something else about it. He's done a good job here in town, but I found out something about it. When he got to go somewhere, he going to get there. No, well, I'm going to explain to you what happened. Oh, we got our own airline, the Cajun airline. Y'all never didn't hear about that? We keep the plane at the Esterwood International Airport. Oh, you can't miss the plane. We got an alligator plane on one side, a crawfish on the other. And look, we got them high wing planes. You know, with the wing on top? And we got 3 engines on that thing. One on each wing and one in the middle with some propellers on them. Oh yeah, we don't want none of them engines with holes in it where all that stuff can go through. Anyway, oh yeah. Well, anyway, Greg had to go to New York. So he goes to Lake Charles, got him one of the commercial flights, you know, man, they take off. Well, they didn't get too far and they had some trouble with the airplane. So they got on their radio. Now, at the Cajun airline, we got the best radios money could buy. We got us a 40-channel CD. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. None of them 23-channel jump for us. So they jump on there and they say, "We got your Esterwood, can we come in line?" "Oh yeah," I said, "Come on, whatever you want." I said, "Wait, first we got to get the pigs and the chickens off the runway, you know. We got to hold down the meta muffins, get that off there. Oh, you got to get rid of the meta muffins. The wheel hits that, you gone, man." So they got the metal muffins out the way and the plane comes in line. They couldn't take off again. Something was wrong with that line. "Well, you ain't going to stop there. He going to go where he got to go." So he goes in the ticket counter. He says, "Shack." He looked at the Cajun one. He said, "Shack, is that plane safe?" She said, "If I didn't think the plane was safe, you think I would sell you your ticket on a credit card?" Well, he got the ticket, and he went first class, you know. Now, on the Cajun one, when you go first class, not only you get the leather helmet, you get the goggles that go with it. Oh, yeah. So he gets on, he's walking in the plane, and he's still kind of worried about the Cajun one. You know. He said, "Let me look in the cockpit." So he looks in the cockpit, and there on the dashboard, they had every kind of religious statue you could thought about. He asked the pilot, he said, "Man, you Catholic?" He said, "No, I'm very cautious." Well, he was about ready to go back, and he turned, and right in the, he got worried there, because in the corner on the dashboard, they had a St. Christopher statue. And when he looked at St. Christopher real close, he had his hands over his eyes. So he got a little worried, but he's going to go. And then he turned around to leave, and there's a duck in a little cage on the floor. I said, "What is that duck for?" "Oh, man, that's high-tech stuff we got." I said, "What you mean high-tech?" "Oh," he said, "Look, when we're coming into land, we put the duck in the window. And when he drops his feet, we know it's time to land." High-tech stuff, yeah. Well, the pilot said, "Okay, everybody, get in your seats." Now, we got some good bucket seats in that thing with some binder twine, tie you in good. Oh, yeah, none of them wear belts gonna come undone. He said, "Okay, everybody, roll up your window. We're getting ready to take off." Well, you got to roll up the window. All that dust and stuff gonna come in if you don't do it. So they take off, boom, going in New Orleans, man, like that. And they didn't get too far, maybe about 10 minutes. They hit the doggone fog you never saw in your life. The pilot turned right, turned left. He went everywhere. He got lost like everything. Well, yeah, he couldn't see the road no more. Hard to do that when you can't see the road. And he started to panic. He jumped on the dirt and said, "Help me!" He said, "Somebody help me!" He said, "We lost a fuel, don't know where we are, I don't want to die." The co-pilot said, "Hold yourself, boy. You're going to scare the passengers like that." He said, "Look, hold on. I'm going to go talk to the passengers." "What? Hold on." Co-pilot goes in the back. He said, "Hello, everybody." He said, "We're having a little bit of trouble." Wait, tell the truth, we're having a whole lot of trouble. He said, "We're kind of lost. And we're running out of gas." But he said, "Wait, look on the bright side." He said, "I checked my watch and we make a very good time." So, you know, he look, he said, "Then what we're going to do, we're going to serve you all some gumbo. So get you plenty of napkins because it's kind of messy up here right now." He goes in the back and the pilot's up there. "Help me. Somebody please help me." Well, about that time, they called the tower at Lafayette, Louisiana. And the man in Lafayette says, "Boy, hold yourself. You're going to have a nerve smackdown up there, boy." He said, "We got you on the radar. Don't worry. We're going to board you in." "Okay. We need to know a few things first." "All right. First thing we don't know is what's your height and your position." He said, "I'm 5'9", and I'm sitting right in the front." Of course, you know, the tower said, "Man, look, wait, we got to get the right information." So they did. They got him, and the tower said, "Look now, we got you on the radar. We're going to brought you in. Don't worry about that." "All right." Said, "Now look, they got a bad fall, and the ceiling's real low. So put your flaps down, put your wheels down." Of course, that's a good thing about the Cajun one. The wheels always down on that thing. He said, "Flaps down, wheels down." He said, "Put your duck back in the window." "Don't worry, we're going to brought you in." "All right." So he's coming down through the fog like that, you know. And he broke through the fog, made a right turn, hit the runway, put on his brakes, burn rubber like you never saw, put the flaps all over, threw out the anchor. Yeah. He didn't want to wreck. But he still run off the end of the runway. Ooh, he wiped his sweat off the face like that. He said, "Man, that's the shortest runway I never saw in my life." The co-pilot stuck his head out the window. He said, "Yeah, man, he said, look how wide that thing is." I got to tell you about some of my Cajun partners. You know, Klezma is a good friend of mine. I don't know nobody by the name of Klezma by any chance out there. Now, what I want to tell y'all, I got a lot of Cajun friends, but Klezma, you kind of watch how you talk to him. Now, he don't take things quite like everybody else. Well, I'll give you, he loves to hunt. He does all kind of hunting. One day he was out in the woods hunting, man, he had his gun, he's ready to go. But what he didn't know, right next door they had an all-girls school. One of them good-looking blonde girls decided she was going to streak through the woods, chucked off her clothes, took off through the woods. Well, she ran in front of Klezma's gun. He saw her and she saw him. He put the gun. He said, "You game?" She said, "You better believe I am, big boy." So he shot her. Watch it when you talk to Clay, so I'm telling you. He had some cousins in Mamou, Louisiana. You know Mamou? Aban Fontenot. And they had a little cotton farm. They were doing all right, you know. Fontenot wanted to do better. He said, I hear about West Texas. They got plenty of land for sale cheap. I'm going to go there. Maybe we can start raising some cattle. And if it does good, you can come meet me. All right. So Fontenot goes to West Texas, got him some land. Then about 2 years later, all the people come by, got a big lease. Oh, you got money, all kind of money. Built him a big white house with that brick manure front, you know, like that. Put sheetrock in the whole thing. Oh, yeah. He became a big sportsman. Oh, yeah, he hunted. So he wrote his friend Abe, say, Abe, you got to come out West Texas. We ain't gonna do nothing but have fun. We're just gonna hunt. Birds, they got every kind of bird you could thought about. Dove, quail, grouch. Everything. So Abe goes off, you know. He said, okay. He gets there. He said, look, today I'm gonna take you dove hunting. Well, he said, I ain't got no gun. Oh, don't worry about that. He said, I got all you want. Now him, he had a big, long cataract cord. Cataract. Right. So he opened the trunk. He said, what kind of gun you want? Got every kind you can thought about. 1 hole job, 2 hole job, 12 garage, 10 garage, anything you want. So they got the guns and they're going out there and they're getting ready to go in the field and Abe said, wait, Fontenot, who you said there? He said, I heard about them rattlesnakes you got in West Texas. He said, them things about bad, huh? Oh, Abe, she ain't got nothing to worry about. He said, look in the trunk, there's some thick leather boots. Them leather boots gonna come high on your knee like that. Them snakes can't jump over that. And it's too thick, they can't bite you that either. Oh, I said, that's pretty good. So they get ready. He said, wait, one more thing I'm gonna ask you. He said, I don't know that much about it. He said, suppose the bird's gonna fly in front of you like that. You shoot it, bust his fly, they're gonna fall in the bush. And you push your hand in there to catch him and the rattlesnake will bite you on the finger. Then what you gonna do? Oh, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Here's a snake's bite teeth. You make an X on that, suck the blood out, you ain't got nothing to worry about. God, dog, he y'all think of everything. So they're getting ready to go. He said, whoa, wait, there's one more thing I gotta make sure I got it understood. He said, suppose the bird was flying at you like that, and you stoop down to hide him behind the bush. And the rattlesnake gonna bite you on the behind, and then what you gonna do? Oh, Fontenot said, man. Boy, that's when you find out who your friend is, yeah. The more I travel, the more things I learn. And I learned the other day, you know when the baby's born, how they cut the cord, then they tie a knot in it. Why do you tie the knot? I finally figured it out. You don't tie the knot, the air comes out, the baby goes. Yeah, babies all over the place there. You know, they're always trying to find out, too, why kids do certain things and other kids don't. You know what I'm talking about? And what they did, they got 2 little boys. Now, one boy was from the city, like Shreveport, we usually. And the other one was from the marsh at Puckon Island. Now, the boy in Shreveport, he never was happy. Never, all the time sad. And the little boy at Puckon Island was always happy. They said, well, it's going to be a good test. Now, the little boy from Puckon Island had never been nowhere but Puckon Island. So they brought him into town, and they got 2 rooms. And in one room, they put the best toys you never did see. Every kind of toy you could thought about. And they put the little city boy in that room. They took the little boy from Puckon Island, put him in a room full of horse manure. That's all. And about an hour later, they come back. They go check the boy with all them pretty toys. He's sitting in the corner, crying. I mean, just the boo-hoo. I said, what's the matter, son? Oh, he said the propeller didn't turn too good on the airplane. He said, the choo-choo train, the smoke didn't come out good. He said, G.I. Joe didn't do nothing. Man, he just cried. He said, boy, he said, we better go get the other one. So they run another little nasty little boy sitting in the middle of the horse manure, throwing that horse manure all over the place. Hot dog and boys, he said, son, what you so happy about? He said, man, he said, with all this manure, there got to be a pony around here somewhere. You got to look on the good side. But, you know, times are different. See, we got a lot of kids here, you know, and they don't think today like they used to. I got to tell you all that, you know. I mean, when I was growing up, you know, we wanted a toy. We made a lot of them. A kite. How many of y'all made a kite? Cut you some bamboo, get you some string, a little flour paste and newspaper, right? Tear up a sheet. You got a spanking with it. Cut the tongue out of you. Shoot. Got 2 spankings in 1 slingshot. You know? And, oh, I got to tell you that. I'm thinking about this, about clay. You see that number 3 wash tub back there? That's what clay. You remember, any of y'all ever did that? What they used to do in the country, they'd fill the wash tub up with water. Let the sun heat it up, you know? Then they take their bath in it. And they were talking about Clay. He said, Clay, I hear you just take a bath once a week. He said, that ain't true. He said, I take a bath every day. He said, I change the water once a week. What was I talking about before that? Huh? Excuse me? The what? The kites, yeah. Thank you very much. 400 people and 1 listening. I appreciate that a whole lot. Yeah, we made our own toys, you know? That's what it was, huh? And today, most of the stuff is store-bought. And that's okay, you know. They're already done. You don't have to do nothing. And kids don't think like they used to. But Ovid was a friend of mine. And Ovid wanted one of them 3-wheelers for Christmas, you know. You know, they do Willies and Charlies and all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So he went to see his mama. He said, Mama, I want one of them 3-wheelers for Christmas. Oh, she said, okay, Reed, you can have one. He said, you've been a good boy all year? Oh, yeah, Mama, really good boy. She said, good, go in your room and write a letter to Jesus and tell him about that. All right. So he goes in his room, he gets out a paper. Dear Jesus, I've been a good boy all year, and he said, I can't say that. Oh, but you wanted that 3-wheeler. Dear Jesus, I've been trying to be a good boy all year, and he said, I can't even say that. Dear Jesus, I've been thinking about being a good boy all year. He said, I can't even say that. Put the pencil down, starts to walk in the hall there. And on the wall, he saw a statue of the Blessed Mother. Man, when he grabbed that statue, ran back to his room, took a towel, wrapped the statue up in a towel, opened his toy box, put the statue in the toy box, shut the lid, went back and got him another paper. Dear Jesus, if you ever want to see your mama alive again, it ain't the same as it used to be. Onazim, I got to tell you about Onazim, another friend of mine, a fraternal optimist. Always looks on the good side. You know, the optimist invents the airplane, right? Pessimist puts the parachute. The optimist invents the pencil. Pessimist puts an eraser on it. The pessimist, he thinks all girls are bad. The optimist, hope he's right. And I want to leave you all with this thought that we need to smile more and laugh more. This bunch does a great job. And you know, smile, what is a laugh? Just a smile with the hole in it. So learn how to smile more if you're not doing it already. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours. And I'll leave you with my favorite saying is to always smile. Because a smile is a light on your face that lets people know your heart is at home. It's been a lot of fun. God bless.